100,000 globally, folks, that are looking to help mentor you through the systems that will allow you to get finances as an issue out of the way. So, with that, folks, I want to go ahead and introduce myself. My good friends call me Al Murray. Others call me Mr. Bustin Loose, and we'll talk about why in just a few moments. But nevertheless, folks, I'm just super excited to be before you. You can see some of the company that I keep over here. These are some of my business partners. And I tell you, they say that you're the average of the closest people that you stay around, folks. And I'm telling you, I stay around some pretty classy guys, some gentlemen that are doing some phenomenal jobs in this business, and all of them choose the highest level in this company, folks. So I'm just telling you, this business is no respecter of persons. I'm telling you, if you decide to take part in what you hear this evening, if it makes sense and you do what we did, I'm telling you, there are folks right along the way that want to share with you the success systems to make this work for you. But nonetheless, it's an incredible thing when you can mentor for people like, Mr. Ty Best. Ty Best is an international network marketing Hall of Famer. When you're working with people like Mr. and Mrs. Dalco, who are just the ultimate leaders, we call them Mr. and Mrs. CEO because they're continuously powering others. And it's an incredible thing when you can work with people like Dr. Sergio Razel, the Real Browns. I mean, Ron Vicks and Sharon Vick. And I tell you, it's just so many incredible people, as I think about, Miss Sheila Abram, Maxine Jones, and just so many others that are just tremendous leaders. We've got people on the line like Tanisha Glaspie who have helped over 500 people individually get started and use this opportunity to get finances as the issue out of the way. So, folks, I say all of this to you not to impress you, but more so to impress upon you the seriousness and the realness of the opportunity that we're about to present you with. But nonetheless, just a little bit about myself, what makes me qualified to share this information with you. I retired from the federal government at the age of 29. I've been an entrepreneur for the last 24 years of my life. I've done everything from pagers to cell phones to real estate investing, insurance business. I've had a ton of success in relationship marketing companies, generally finding myself at the top of the company presenting and training. Well, folks, enough about me, but here's the thing. I did join Karatbars and Wealth Builders Worldwide, this incredible team of mentors back in January of 2018. And I tell you, I did something that I'm not so proud of. I did like most people do. We procrastinated a little bit and I took about 2 months in the name of doing my own research, but really, I don't even know if I even Googled Karatbars at the time. I just sat back and just kind of looked because I didn't think I really wanted to do it. But my partners over here, this is my sponsor, Bitcoin Lou, and then Crypto Steve. We share an office in Waldorf, man, and they were just crushing it, right? But thank God that I did set myself up in the business, set up a free gold savings account, and we're going to talk about that as well. And it just positioned me because as I watched them have success, one day they just said, open up your back office, and we opened it up, man, and it's like almost 30 people sitting there that they put in our business, and I'll call it our business because I'm a part of it, but it's a team group, folks, and it's exciting when you think about that. But nonetheless, once I got moving, folks, I'm telling you, I got moving. I brought my wife. I got my wife started, my mother-in-law, my father, my children, my brothers, okay, some aunts, some uncles, some cousins, some best friends, some fraternity brothers, some folks that I worship with, even some complete strangers, folks. But here's the thing, just taking it serious. 8 months, we found ourselves at the top of this company. And I tell you, I don't say that just to brag or boast because you got people like Dr. Dominic Curry who came in and did it in like 72 days. So I'm here to tell you, folks, the system works and it can work for you if you allow it. But me and my partners, we look for superior systems and we found one right here that allows us to build worldwide teams and earn international profits, folks. And that's no joke. It's a phenomenal thing when you hop on the phone and you're talking to your partner out in Australia and he says, hey, we just signed up a few affiliates in Brazil, and he's already got team. We got team on like almost every continent on the globe right now, everywhere but maybe North and South Pole, right? And those are two places where I'm not trying to go right now. It's about 30 degrees outside now, and that's way too cold for me, if you understand what I'm saying here. But here's the thing, folks. If you've ever been looking for a better way, you've come to the right place. Are you ready? Okay. And I want to share with you something that one of my mentors always shares with me. He always encourages me and so many others to dream big. This is that International Network Marketing Hall of Famer that I told you about. This gentleman is so incredible. He's also an author. He's written several books, but his latest is called The Dream Chaser Manifesto. And I'm excited about that book just as much as I'm excited about him and him continuously uh, piquing me to strive to accomplish my why, folks. And that why is that thing that makes you drive and want certain things. Some people might say, hey, I want a house, I want an automobile, I want that dream vacation. Well, that might drive you. But one of the things that's driving me right now is to be able to bring my wife home from work, okay? And that's what drives me. So if ever I get down or what have you, Bitcoin Lou, guess what? He knows what he's going to say to me. He's going to come and he's going to say, hey, Al, is it still your goal to bring your wife home? And that answer to that is always going to be yes. And it just gets me focused back on what I need to be doing in this business, folks. So, what I want to ask you is, what's your plan? I've always been a proponent of planning, doing, and reviewing. So, here's the thing, folks. We definitely want to make sure that we're planning, doing, and reviewing. But where are you right now in your life? Sometimes we got to ask ourselves the hard questions, right? Okay. Where would you be? Where do you want to be in the future? Not only that, but if you keep doing for the next 10 years the same thing that you did for the last 10 years, will you reach those goals, folks? And I'm telling you, we're now 2 months into a new decade, a new year, and some of us have already fallen short on our New Year's and new decade resolutions. But I'm telling you, folks, it's not too late to reach the top. It's not too late to accomplish that goal. It's not too late to reach your why. It's not too late. Never give up on yourself, folks. But here is the truth. The truth is, we just don't have enough time to keep doing what you've been doing. You don't have enough time, folks. All right. But I want to go through this. This is the matrix. It's the timeline, folks, basically on of the average person's life. We all start school around 5 years old. Then we go through 18 years of school. We graduate at 18. Okay. Then we go to college, for 4 more years, and then possibly even 2 to 4 more years of postgraduate work, folks. And what you find is that you graduate, you've already invested 21 years into the educational system, folks. And sometimes, folks, you'll find that you've been miseducated. But here's the thing, we're never going to knock jobs, we're never going to knock education. But unfortunately, the sad truth is this: after we find ourselves putting 40 years into the job market, folks, sometimes as many as 10 or more jobs, what we find is we find ourselves retiring around 62 to 65 days and confused. Now, why is that? Okay. But here's the thing, here's the hard truth of the matter, folks. Okay. The average life expectancy of an America in America right now is 81 years. That means that you'll probably spend about 16 years in retirement, right? Now, here is what the Economic Policy Institute has to say. They say that the average retirement savings right now is less than $100,000 a year. That's crazy, right? Because I was just looking at some statistics, going over some statistics with one of my friends today, one of my good friends, and we were talking about healthcare costs. And we were just saying, since from 2000 to 2020, healthcare costs have doubled. The yearly healthcare costs have doubled from like 5,000 to $11,000 a year. Now you think about this: in retirement, you're talking about $300,000 for retirement for healthcare. Let me ask you this: as you get older towards retirement, are healthcare costs going to increase for you, or are they going to decrease? Right. So let's just look at how things work out when we're retired. Okay, you retire between the ages of 62 and 65, right? And you're left to fend for yourself with your 401k, your thrift savings plans, or whatever your retirement vehicle is. I hear some people joke and call this instead of it being a 401k, they're calling it a 104k because it's working backwards. It seems like other people are getting paid with the number of fees and things that are like that come out of the policy. Nonetheless, we're relying on the social security, and then we find out that the funds may run out by 2034. Okay. And then when you turn around and you think about that, they're saying, hey, listen, we may increase to keep these funds available for more folks and keep them longer, and hopefully there'll be less beneficiaries of the fund. Folks, they're talking about having you work until you're 72 years old, man. That is incredible. That's just like a whole life of work, right? Just doesn't seem fair. But here's the thing, so many find themselves after retiring that they retire to a life of lack luxury because they haven't properly saved. And then they find that they have to sell their assets, downsize their home in order to make ends meet, or and even wind up jumping back into the workforce. How about that after a stellar career working, right? You received that gold watch and now it's time to go back again, right? What do you get when you retire for the second time? I wonder. But here's the thing, at around 81, folks, you're finally debt free. You're pushing up daisies. Man, that's just not the way it's supposed to be, man. I just believe there's a better way. Being dazed and confused is just not how we want to be. You think this child already knows the game plan, right? Somebody told him he was going to go to school for 12 years, then another 4 years, and then he's going to work until he dies. Man, look at the look in this little baby's eyes, man. Yes, the system is broken, right? But here's the problem: you just can't outwork an exponential inflation with a linear income. Okay, multiple streams is what it's all about. You just don't have enough time to keep doing the same thing, folks. We know the definition of insanity, right? It's doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. Okay, so we definitely don't want to do that. And let's take the hint of Warren Buffett, one of the richest and one of the most successful investors in the history of the world, right? He says, if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you'll work until you die, right? But here's the thing, I love Wealth Builders Worldwide because there are so many great mentors that we have here. This gentleman, Mr. Michael Dalco, he says, if you don't find out what real money is, you'll work until you die. Now, that's important, folks, because if you don't know what money is, okay, you got a real problem, okay? But this is how we define money, right? Anything that is defined as money must be a store of value. It must store your labor. It must be worth as much or more in the future as it is today. And unfortunately, that's just not the case with this. I mean, this $50 bill it's decreasing in value the longer I hold it, right? So here's the thing, folks, we gotta know what money is. But this is what I love about our incredible team, over 100,000 strong worldwide, folks. The key to building wealth. These are the four keys. We're gonna talk about them because we're gonna help you create some residual income. And I'm telling you, if you understood what residual income is, you would knock down a wall in order to get some. Residual income is doing something one time, okay, and receiving the benefit over it multiple and multiple and multiple times, over and over again, right? We're going to talk about accumulating appreciating assets. Now, isn't that important? That's correct, right? And then outrunning inflation, okay? And then it's so important that we understand and maximize our taxes or tax breaks for
Oh
that matter.
my gosh.
Take a listen to this.
Where's all your money gone, Donnie?
Taxes. 6, 9, 10, 11. Let me fix my houses.
Bug, it's okay. It's part of the game.
No, it's not.
It is.
Fun.
It's not fun to what?
It's the worst part of the game.
It's what?
Taxes.
Wow, the worst part of the game, taxes. I can remember playing that game as a child. My grandfather, I used to always lose the game, man. And my grandfather, who was the first real businessman that I ever knew, he would tell me, he say, son, they call juniors what they call me. Y'all don't make no jokes about that, but the juniors would me call me. He said, Junior, let me tell you how you and you want to control the bank. That's what he told me, right? But here's the thing, man. Taxes. I was devastated with taxes when I got my first job and saw how much money came out of it before I even got to see it, before I could even cash the check. But taxes, folks, is our largest expense, as much as 40%. Reading a book right here, it says that it gets around revolt time when your taxes get as high as 50 to 55%. And they also call someone paying 100% in taxes a slave. Okay. But here's the thing, folks, when you just think about payroll tax, federal tax, state tax coming out of your check being as much as 40%, and then you think about all of the other taxes that we pay, sales tax, property tax, excise tax. I mean, just so many different taxes, right? Okay, it's approaching somewhere about 50, 60, 70%. Okay. And if you aren't careful, You just don't know. So what are you going to do about it, folks? Here's what you're going to do. We got the answer for you right here. You have to own a business, right? Now I want to talk to you just a little bit about the cash flow quadrant as described by Robert Kiyosaki. Robert Kiyosaki says that the E quadrant on the upper right hand left hand side here, this is for employees. And if you're an employee, it means you have a job, and it means you trade your time for money, right? You're leveraged. And then here's the thing: if you're in the S quadrant, the bottom left hand corner, it means that you are self employed. It means that you own a job. And if you own a job, if you're here, folks, you're your own best employee. And if you don't work, you don't get paid. I spent a little bit of time in this category right here until my representative said, "Hey, Al, it's time for you to open up a couple stores, a couple more stores. You're doing well, okay, but your store shouldn't shut down every time. You got to come up here to get more supplies, okay?" So here's the thing, folks. I took her advice. I got proper software. I hired me some people, and boom, okay. It was like following a yellow brick road. We were now had a big business. And what part of this is so good about the big business side of things? It's the system. You now have a system. And if you're here, folks, then now you leverage the efforts of others, right? Okay, so you effort the folks on this side of the quadrant, right? But not only that, but it can lead you to that other quadrant over here, the bottom right hand quadrant. This I stands for investor. This is where money works for you, folks. And it's an incredible thing when you get money working for you, because here you leverage money, because money never sleeps and works 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, folks. This is where you want to be on this I quadrant, folks. So here's the thing: this is why you must own a leveraged business that allows you to maximize both the B and the I quadrants. And that's exactly what we have here with this incredible company. Because understand, we've got a great business with a great system, folks, and we're able to help people increase their financial situations by exchanging, okay, fiat currency for what? Real money, gold, right? So we got a business there, and it's huge, right? Okay, but not only that, but we've got cryptocurrency. Okay, some of us have vouchers, all right? So we now have, we're operating within that investor environment as well, folks. And it's an incredible thing with all that Karatbars allows us to do. So let's get into the Karatbars presentation, okay? Here's the thing, folks. We were founded in Stuttgart, Germany in 2011. We're internationally shipping to over 140 countries around the world, actually doing business in about 150, folks. But understand this: we specialize in the production and sales of high quality gold products in small transaction friendly weights. Okay. And what that literally means to you is today, what? Gold went again over $1,600 an ounce today, folks, which is incredible, right? But here's the thing: what if you need to actually use that gold for something you need to buy? Okay, and all you need is what? A tank of gas, a couple bags of groceries. How do you make change for that? Well, these small transaction friendly weights, that's where it comes into play, folks, because we're the actually the largest gold dealer by the gram in the world, folks. How about that for credibility? Here is our headquarters. You can see an aerial shot here, and we're poised right across the street from Mercedes Benz. Okay, I've walked up these steps, wasn't supposed to go in this way, snuck in there, me, Crypto Steve, and um, somebody else. I'm trying to remember who she was, but we snuck up these steps and we went into the elevator. And who did we see in the elevator going up the elevator? But none other than Dr. Seitz. So let me introduce you to the CEO of our company. This gentleman is our founder. He's our visionary. He's also an author, folks. He's actually been featured on many magazines around the globe, folks. They call him the King of Gold. But one of the things I love most is that he is an author, folks, and he wrote this book. He's written a couple of books, right? But this book in particular, he wrote it in the past. Okay, we can read it today, and it's speaking about the future of money right now. Okay, so we're excited about it because to have somebody that can write about right now in the past, okay, and bring it right here to us in the present is phenomenal. Okay, but here's the thing, folks. I love his mission. Okay, he says my mission is to produce the highest quality gold available in the market, make it easily accessible to the masses of honest people around the world at a price point that everyone can afford. He says, my goal is that Karatbars helps millions find financial freedom from the current system of debt. How about that, man? I'm so bought into that, folks, that they call me Mr. Bustin Loose, because I'm literally looking to help you bust loose from the current system of debt right here with Karatbars International, folks. So why gold? Why should you start a business pertaining to gold? Mr. Dalco said something very incredible today. There are tons of businesses that you could do, but he said, when people all come to him and try to tell him about these other companies, he asked them, a couple of questions, man. And the one thing that stuck with me the most is, he asked him, he says, what will your product be worth in 20 years? And that's incredible. Okay, because most people are peddling, you know, um, you know, get well vitamins and this goji juice and everything else, man. And I don't mean to put those businesses down because I'm sure they do what they say, you know what I mean? But here's the thing: when you're in the best business and your business is gold, gold is money, folks. You got people like Alan Greenspan. He says he who owns gold always has money. Now I might always need to have me a drink, but it doesn't necessarily have to be that goji drink. You know what I'm saying? And 20 years from now, the thing is probably gonna be wretched. Okay, but when I can get me some gold right now at the prices of gold today, man, and just know that, over the last 20 years, gold has gone up like 588%. Okay, so I could expect it to do the same thing over the next 20 years. Okay, so I'm perfectly comfortable with my product. Okay, and what I'm offering folks. And the great thing about it is I don't have to sell them anything. All I'm asking them to do is exchange one thing for another. See, they already worked hard for this debt instrument. Okay, this is a debt instrument. It's a debt note. It's a Federal Reserve note. We already recognize this as debt. But when you can turn around and exchange that debt for a tier one asset, okay, when you think about banks take your money and they flip it into this. Okay, so why shouldn't you take your money, take your debt, okay, and flip it into this? Okay, a tier one asset. You get no. That's the best thing on the market right there, folks. And it's an incredible thing that we can offer it in such affordable ways. You can open up a free gold savings account. Understand, you can get as little as a tenth of a gram of gold, okay? 2/10, 3/10, 4/10. It's totally up to you how much you want to get, okay? You can even turn around. Listen, we give you a vault. You get a free vault where you can store the gold internationally for free. Okay, anytime you choose, you can have it brought down. Okay, send me my gold. Okay, I want to have it physically. I want to put it in my own safe. Okay, next to my own bullets. Right. So you put it in your own safe, and you got it. You hold it. You hold it. But when you got it in your vault, guess what you can do with it? You can use it for money. Okay, you can send it from wallet to wallet. Okay, we're going to talk a little bit about that now, but you've got options, folks. Your gold is real value. It's incredible. So let's talk about price stability in the economy. And what that means, it means that the general price level in economy does not change much over time. Now let's see if the price levels change over time. We're going back 100 years, folks, to 1920, where you can acquire this automobile for $645 or a kilogram of gold. Okay. And I'm asking you, folks, we're looking to show you value here. Okay. And us what a safe store of value is. What did Mr. Dalco say? You better find a good way to store your wealth, right? To store your labor. How about this? Fast forward to the day, a commensurate automobile, right, in 2020 would cost you about $40,000, right? Or what? The same kilogram of gold. Okay. So you can see it takes much, much more in dollars to acquire the same type of automobile, but the gold, 100 years ago, it bought the automobile, and today it buys the automobile, folks. So it's not losing value, it's holding its value. That's incredible, folks. I hope you see what I'm sharing with you here. And here's the thing. Inflation. Inflation is the price of goods and services going up as the value of your money decreases. Man, this is inflation is really what it is it's a tax on your money. It's a way of confiscating your wealth. Okay, that's exactly what it is. And you think about it as I share this example with you. 1998, folks, you $20, you can get a certain amount of groceries, right? And I'm sure you would agree in 2005 with that same $20, guess what? You're getting a little bit less groceries, right? Fast forward to the day, and guess what? $20, all you need is a picnic basket, according to one of my mentors, right? To carry around those groceries. I argue that you can carry around $20 worth of groceries in your hand, a nice steak, you know what I'm saying? Some juice and some bread. Dude, $20 all day long, right? So here's the thing, folks. Inflation is a silent killer of our money. It steals our wealth. It's like rust eating out the value of our money from the inside out, right? But this is why you should save in gold instead of paper. This is a purchasing power of gold versus the dollar. 1 gram of 999.9 London Bullion Market Association certified gold, 1 gram in 1971, okay, will get you about 5 loaves of bread. Well, $1 in 1971 will get you about 4 loaves of bread. So $1 and a gram of gold, okay, had about the same value. But understand this, in 1971, something happened. President Nixon took us off the gold standard, okay? And when he did that, from that point on, gold was about $35 an ounce. Okay, it's soared. It's just gone straight up. Okay, a little bit of dips, but straight up all the way up to $1,600. All right. Whereas the dollar has consistently lost value since then. Okay. So here's the thing, folks. This is why we want to keep our money and move our money into something that holds out the value of our labor, right? So now check this out, folks. The gram of gold today will get you about 20 loaves of bread, whereas that dollar, you barely got enough bread to make a sandwich with, okay? So I'm hoping right now you can see the value of why you should put gold into your portfolios, why you should just start exchanging, some of this for some of this. Okay. It only makes sense. High net worth individuals have been doing it for years. The thing about it is this company has just made it affordable for the everyday average person, folks. Why not take advantage of it? Now listen, secondly, you got to learn the millionaire secrets. Millionaires, folks, they pay themselves first. They exchange declining paper dollars into the world's best appreciating asset, and that's physical gold. This is something that the poor and middle class, this is one way that we handle our finances, folks. We spend first, right? And then y'all save last. Okay. I'm not going to say we because I'm changing all of this about my life, man. I'm really benefiting from being a part of this incredible team and changing my mindset because I'm moving towards that mindset of what the rich do, right? Because they save first and then they spend what's left. Okay. Had a great conversation with a good friend of mine, and we were just talking about, inheritance, and he was saying, I'm not worried about what my mother's going to leave me. His mother has been one of the best real estate investors. She was one of the first real estate investors I ever knew. Just watched her as a teacher, start to buy properties all around DC, downtown DC, H Street corridor, Capitol Hill. I mean, and these properties are worth millions now, and he stands to inherit all of this, and that's great. And he was like, I'm not worried about it. I said, yeah, man, you need to be worried about it. I said, you need to be getting with your mom and learning how to manage and work that. I said, because that's inheritance that you're going to get, but it's also supposed to be something that you're supposed to be able to build upon for your children. Okay. So it's also their inheritance. So you got to be able to pick that same flavor and keep it moving, right? So this, folks, is something we've got to understand. My father used to always tell me, he said, son, you got to do what they ain't doing. So if this is what they doing, this is what they ain't doing. And this is what I'm doing now. And I appreciate this team for allowing me to be able to do it, folks. So our business model is simple. We're going to show you how to do a few things, folks. We're going to show you how to start your own business. This is going to do what? Allow you to maximize your tax breaks, right? Then we're going to show you how to pay yourself first with gold, okay? So you can outpace inflation. And then we're going to show you how to build an enormous referral network, okay, that creates residual income. And remember, you knock down that wall to get some, right? So let's talk about the compensation plan now, man. I'm starting to get excited. Anytime we start talking about money, that's when I start shaking, man. I'm trying to tell you now. But it's two components to our compensation plan. And the first is leverage, man. I love leverage, right? Leverage is that thing, like a catapult. You know what I'm saying? I can't throw a cannon. I could throw a cannon and knock down a wall, but I could put that cannonball um onto the large apparatus that we're going to use, okay, and then we're going to use leverage to propel that cannonball to knock down that particular wall, folks. And that's how we're going to bust through the scenario of your debt. Okay, we're going to show you how to leverage yourself through other folks, and then we're going to show you how to experience exponential growth. Okay, when I got involved with this company, about 2 years ago, I think we had about 500,000 company wide. Okay. I think our team was somewhere around 50,000. Now our team is over 100,000. Okay. And the company is approaching 1 million affiliates. That's exponential growth. And I've experienced it as well. We went from about 500 people in the business my first year to over 2,000 my second. Okay. That's exponential growth. But more than that, folks, that's the number of people that you can have and more responsible for your income, man. That's what's so incredible, man. You think about this day and age when you got, families of four and everybody's worth a job. Everybody's working a job and nobody's making ends meet, right? Okay. But here's the thing, folks, when you're able to leverage yourself, man, you can do so much better. It was J. Paul Getty, the first recorded billionaire in US history. What he said was, I'd rather have the efforts, 1% of the efforts of 100 people rather than 100% of my own efforts. Why? Because this allowed him to have the financial freedom, to enjoy the time freedom, and the location freedom to enjoy the time and the money wherever he wanted to do it, folks. That's ultimately what it is to be free. And we can experience that with this incredible company and team right here with Wealth Builders Worldwide. So we're going to focus. We got a lot of different ways that we make money in this business and the ways that we acquire and accumulate assets. But we're just going to talk about a few of them right now. We're going to focus on the uni level bonuses, the direct commission, the dual team bonuses, and the matching bonuses, right? So here's the thing, folks. And before I get into this, I just want to let you know that we're not financial advisors. This presentation is not designed to give financial advice. The following examples show calculations for illustration purposes only and is not a guarantee of income. So with that, we got it all done, folks. Let's talk about the first way we get paid, and that's through uni-level bonuses. This is your entire team, folks. You get paid here. This is our free position, and even from the free and the dual team side that we're going to talk about with our monthly packages, folks, you get this. It's a once a month pay, folks, and all we do here is we save gold ourselves and we show other people how to do the same thing. Excuse me. And listen, you can sponsor at least 5 people to maximize the uni level comp plan, right? And what we do here is we earn up to 6% to infinity. To infinity, right? Now, check this out, folks. You'll be compensated monthly through the union level compensation plans to the infinity, right? But here's the thing, folks. You want to choose one of these multi packs, okay? Choose your package, and we got a couple preferred packages, and I just want to go over these for you. I think you'll see the value in it as I do, right? Here's the thing. VIP status, right? If you got your choice, you want to be VIP, right? Don't you want to be the best? Absolutely, because the best gets pays the best. All right. Here's the thing: €80 per payout. This is in our dual team payouts, and we're going to tell you what that's about in just a moment. Not only that, but you see what it costs to start your business at this particular level, right? And then E points. You're going to accumulate 7,400 E points. These are called exclusive points. These are like bonuses. They allow you to acquire more assets. And that's what I love about this company. This company has always been about gold. We allow you to get gold up front. Okay, you can acquire gold in any way in which you choose to. Okay, you can get that gold, or you can use the gold to acquire products and what have you. We got cryptocurrency that is linked to gold, and now we've got E points that allow you to get other assets. So what this company is all about is allowing you to acquire more and more and more assets, which help you out. Okay. But here's the thing, folks, you're going to be able to go through 7 generations with this, right? 7 generations of matching bonuses. You're going to match these E points, okay, to the tune of 900 every time somebody joins your organization at this particular level. Also, you're going to get a matching gram of gold. Okay, how about that for every person that gets started at this particular level? And then when we talk about the dual team bonuses, we're going to go through the dual team bonuses. Whenever somebody on your team gets a dual team bonus, guess what? You're going to earn 5% of that dual team bonus check. Okay, it's incredible. And you get to leverage that through 7 generations. Now, I talked a little bit earlier about a young lady by the name of Tanisha Glassby, right? Now, here's the thing. She did a board on about 500 people, and she just had a 4th-year anniversary in this company. Now, she brought on 500 by herself. Okay, now I got 2,000, about 2,000 people on my team in 2 years, but I didn't bring all of those 2,000 in. Okay, excuse me, but she brought in 500 people. Okay, so those 500 people are right here on her first level. Now, as those 500 go out and bring in 10, 15, 2,500, those are all on the second level. So these generations, man, this could be tens of thousands of people, right? But here's the thing, folks. It's awesome when you can get these matching bonuses, okay, for 12 months throughout the business. And this VIP status, that's lifetime, lifetime, lifetime. Now, here's the thing, folks. You're going to benefit at this package on every other package that we're going to talk about, because you get the benefits of the package that you get plus the ones that are below your package. So as a package 6, somebody decides to get this package. You see, it's a little more, maybe more affordable for their budget. Okay, you see it scaled down a little bit with the E points, but these E points, remember, I told you you can get things with these E points, right? These 5,000 E points will get you what? A K1 Impulse phone. And we're going to talk about that in just a moment too. So I'm just letting that out the bag right now, but you're still going to override the matching bonuses through 7 generations again here. But look at what you're getting: 550 E points. Okay, you're getting a half a gram of gold and the same 5% dual team bonus through what? 7 generations, right? This is incredible, folks. So then, even still, if somebody gets started here, guess what? They benefit this organization as well. But look, check this out. You see the price, but now this is a gold status, and you're going to override through these matching bonuses through what? 5 generations, right? Here's the thing: at this level, guess what? You're going to have people getting in at every level, right? So you got folks getting started at package level 7. Let's say 10 people get started here, that's 10 grams of gold. Let's say 10 people get started here, that's 15 grams of gold, 5 grams of gold, right? Okay, and then you got 10 people getting started here, that's 3 grams of gold. So 10, 15, 18 grams of gold, folks. That could be in 1 week, that could be in 1 month, it could be however long it takes your organization, you and your organization, to do it. But I'm excited because the last of our preferred packages is this silver package, right? And you can see what you get paid for the dual team payouts. And we're going to talk about dual team payouts in just a moment, right? So you see what you're getting here, and you see the cost. Now, one of the things I love what the company did was they lowered the price for the silver package. So what we're doing now, folks, is these things are flying out the door right now. You can accumulate 1,650 E points with this package. Not only that, but you will override for 3 generations, right? 120 E points, 2/10 a gram of gold, and that same 5% dual team bonus, right? It's incredible. Now we got some starter packages. This is for those folks that want to and need to get started in the business, right? You just may not necessarily be able to get in here. So these packages get you into the game. They a little scaled down a bit, but at the bronze level, you got 40 euros payout in the dual team. You see what the cost of the startup costs are there. You're still getting E points, okay? But let me just share something with you about the E points, right? Let's just go back to this position because I think it explains it a lot better. So I told you, if you wanted the K1 Impulse phone, right? You got 3,050 E points. 10 people join your organization. That's another 3,500 at this particular level, right? You now have over 6,550 E points, and you can get that phone. So in essence, what you did was you actually went on layaway. You came in, you put that phone on layaway, and guess what? You didn't have to make payments on it to get it out of layaway. Your team, you leveraged the team and earned the phone. So just coming back over here, folks, you at the bronze level. I just want to make sure I explain that to you so that we can understand the power of the way this program works, right? And here's the thing: 7,050 E points. Okay. 60, you're going to override through 2 generations and a 10th of gram of gold right there, right? And then we got another bronze package. It's about 150 euros, 200 US dollars, comes to 485 E points, and you're going to override E points here. Okay. So listen, folks, we're wealth builders worldwide. We're not going to force you. It's your decision on where you want to get started. But obviously, we want to encourage you to get the biggest and best that you can afford. Okay. And stretch yourself if you have to, but don't overdo it. Okay, we're going to work with you as long as you're part of the team. Okay, so now, excuse me, with these E points, um, but you're going to use these to acquire more assets. Okay, understand what I'm saying here. Now, most of this programming is taking place on March 1st, but you can start acquiring the E points and what have you. And we're excited about it because our company started out as a gold company. It's still a gold company. We own 3 gold mines now, and guess what? You can use those E points to acquire more gold. How about that? Okay, that's wealth, isn't it? That's the best kind of money that money can buy, okay, or money can exchange for, if you will, right? Or you can move those E points to our Carrot Bid exchange, our very own exchange, right? Where you can now acquire what? The KBC coin. It's incredible, right? This coin right now is poised um for you to acquire the coin right now. It's priced for you to get it right now. It's just awesome the way this is. But understand, regardless of the pricing, you can acquire the coin for free. We've got people that, put 500, 5,000, 6,000, 10,000, 25,000, 50,000 into these coin packages last month, the month before, and what have you. Folks, you can just get started in this program and earn free e-points and start acquiring more KBC. How about that? Okay. Then we just talked about this. I let this out of the bag a little earlier, right? You can acquire our privacy is a new order phone, folks, that has this private key, okay, in it, and you can acquire that, like I said, for 5,000 e-points. This phone is the most heaviest encrypted phone you'll ever find on the marketplace. Standard encryption is 256. This phone comes with 512 encryption, folks, end to end encryption is incredible, and it has this private key that keeps all of your cryptocurrency in it, right? And so you can store that cryptocurrency on here. You can move it to your voice over blockchain laptop that you can acquire for 8,000 e-points. Listen, folks, I'm here to tell you, privacy is the new order, folks, here. And with this technology, understand you can acquire more gold, you can acquire more KBC. Folks, these are your assets, okay? This is real money that you're utilizing here. And guess what? Since you're your own bank, it only makes sense to have your own way that you can move your money safely, right? This is like your Brinks trucks. These are your Brinks trucks, okay? Understand, baby, that privacy is the new order, and we're excited about that. Now, here's what's coming down the pike, folks. Folks, our K Merchant program. This is for our businesses. If you're a business owner, and you accept, credit cards, Mastercard, Visa, American Express, you know, I ain't got nothing against no credit cards, but the gold is the best. So let me tell you right now, folks, you want to be able to accept gold, okay? You want to be able to accept Bitcoin, KBC, Ethereum, all right? All forms of payment. Get back to the person that invited you to this program to find out more, but also you're going to be able to use the e-points in the K Merchant program. So wherever you are spending money at right now, make sure that you're talking to them about the K Merchant program, folks, because it's going to be huge when you can turn around and leverage the e-points that you're getting in your platform and earning in your business for free. You can leverage them for the things that you use in your household, folks. It's incredible, right? So now let's talk about money. Let's get back to the money part of this thing, right? This is it, right? Ultimately, we earn a bit. We open up businesses to create profit, right? So let's talk about it. Direct commissions, okay? And I'm super excited about this because let's just say you're a new person watching this for the very first time. And you like what you see, right? You say, hey, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and get started. Guess what? You go out and you talk to people, sharp people. You talk to me for that matter. So you say, yeah, hey man, look, this guy looks sharp. And you talk to me. Me, guess what? I look at the program just like you. You're new, I'm new. So I do it just like you did. I take a look at the program, same program that you did. I come back on Tuesday or Thursday night, Tuesday night, Thursday night is Greg McKay who does a tremendous presentation. But get this, folks, okay? I get started at the VIP package. I'm getting me one of these seven packs, package number sevens, right? Multi pack. Guess what? Regardless of where you are, whether you're a bronze, silver, gold, or VIP, you're going to earn 10%. Okay. Now here's the thing. I got started for me and my family, but now I go out and I talk to my partner, Alfred Wright. Alfred Wright is a go-getter. He looks at this program just like you and I did, right? He's new. Guess what? He says, I want to get this VIP too. Al, you're not leaving me behind, man. I'm going to crush this thing, right? So I'm excited, man, because guess what? Now I earned the 10%, but because you introduced it to me, you're going to earn 3%. How about that? For leverage. We talked about leverage, right? Leverage and exponential growth. Isn't your team growing now? Guess what? We're excited, man, because Alfred Wright is no fool. He's an excellent business builder, and he goes out and he shares this with his niece, Monica Logan. Monica Logan says, hey, you know what? I'm getting started too. Y'all not running away from me. She goes and gets her a package as well. But guess what? Alfred Wright now makes 10%. I make 3%. And guess what? We haven't forgot about you. You're still going to leverage yourself 2% on that, right? You're excited because you don't even know Alfred Wright, let alone Monica Logan. You barely even know me, and you just made a ton of income, right? And e-points. You're excited, right? Because your net worth is building and growing. But listen, you're going to be even more excited about these dual team payouts that we talked about, right? And the matching bonuses that come behind this as well, right? So here's the thing. Everything that we do in this business comes with a unit value, okay? You can see the packages over here. You can see the unit values here, and you can see how much you get paid on each dual team payout. So listen, the company allows you to build two teams. Team A, you earn 25 units. Team B, you earn 50 units. Now, don't get me wrong. You can't, it's not that you can only bring two people. Okay. You can bring in as many people as you want. We just told you, Tanisha Glassby has about 500 people personally sponsored. Okay. So that's huge, but they all are going to fall within a two-tier program, team A and team B. Okay. So listen, some people are going to benefit from spillover, man. It's the way it works. And it actually got me moving into business. And I'll tell you that story in a minute. But here's the thing. Okay. Now you can do that vice versa too. It can be 50 and 25. It doesn't matter. But every time that totals up to 75, 25, and 50, you're going to earn a DTP, a dual team payout. And that's incredible because it goes down to infinity. This is the other thing that Mr. Dalco, my mentor said. He said, when folks are talking to me about businesses, I'm asking them, how many levels does your company pay out? Okay. Because ours is to infinity. You've heard that on the uni level. You heard it here with the dual team payouts. Folks, this is incredible, right? But here's the thing. You can see, you just choose whichever one of these packages makes the most sense for you, and every time this DDP happens, you're going to earn that amount. Now, I already told you I'm VIP, right? If any of you are under the sound of my voice right now, if you've got a VIP package, okay, and there are four in my household, right? Please type VIP in the chat. We want to let folks know that this VIP is the place to be. But I want to share one story with you before I move on to the next slide. Listen, I told you, Bitcoin Lou, he sponsored Crypto Steve and myself. Listen, we all share this left side team A, right? But here's the thing. I was sitting back on my laws, you know what I mean? And then I said, hey, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and get started. Okay. But this is how I actually started getting paid, right? Crypto Steve went out. He helped the lady get a VIP package. Now, Crypto Steve, I didn't sponsor him. I'm actually under Crypto Steve. So it's Bitcoin Lou, Crypto Steve, and then me. Okay. Underneath of that. So it's one, two, three. All right. Now, two goes out and gets another person, gets a young lady started. She gets a VIP package. She goes to the bottom, underneath of me, right? And those 100 points go from her all the way up through. So it comes to me, Crypto Steve, Bitcoin Lou, all the way up to the CEO. And when that happens, folks, I'm telling you something. When that 100 units hit me, I cycled 4 times, right? I couldn't believe it. I was like, go crypto, go, right? But here's the thing, it happened again. Okay, he went out, he helped another person get started. They got the VIP package. Another 100 units went through my organization and I cycled 4 times again. Okay, listen, I'm telling you, folks, my tongue was on the floor. And I was like, hey, man, it's time for me to really think about this business and not stop thinking and get busy with it, right? But here's the thing, folks, we can earn up to 180 dual team payouts in 1 week. And then understand, folks, we got a current fast track training program that where we help you where you can earn a free upgrade, status upgrade from silver. Let's say you got 5 weeks to do this. Let's say you help in 2 weeks, you help 5 people get that silver package or higher. You're going to get a free status upgrade to the gold level, and you still got 3 weeks left to finish it out. So now you got 3 weeks left. You get your gold. You help 5 people get started at the gold level or higher, and you get a VIP status upgrade, folks. That is incredible, right? At no extra cost, just for taking your business serious and getting started. So those folks that maybe can't get started at that level, you can earn your way up there. But not only that, we've got a tremendous promotion that is going on right now, a Vegas promotion where you can just help other people get started in this business and you can earn that package. Okay. It's incredible, man, how this company works. But not only that, folks, everything that we do it with gold because gold is a part of our ecosystem. And we use gold, and the company excuse me, keeps tracks. They automatically keep track of this incentive program, right? And you can earn a free leather bag. I think this leather bag is worth like $500. You can get the pen, or this. They give you the option whether you want these or if you want like more gold. Okay. I literally was in Dubai, right? We earned a free trip out, my wife and I to Dubai. We watched one of our mentors, Mr. Mike Dalco, get this Rolex watch, man. It was incredible. Then we earned another trip out to Las Vegas. My son and I went out there and we watched Mr. Best get his Rolex watch. And I'm telling you right now, I know a couple of people that are just right around the corner from turning that corner and picking up their Rolex watch as well. So mine is on the way. I'm working on that as well, man. I watch folks get all three of these Mercedes Benz. Okay. I'm telling you, folks, this company is unreal. So let me just help you out real quick. I want to show you how to take advantage, excuse me, of Karatbars. Understand this. Karatbars International is a 9-year-old company, folks. We're debt free. We're operating in almost 150 different countries already, folks. FedEx, okay, is our delivery partner. They've thoroughly checked us out. So much so that FedEx has a home office. They have a satellite office within our home office. And I saw this in action when I went to Stuttgart. Okay, another one of those trips that the company paid us to go on, folks. Incredible. I love this company, man. We're always traveling. Not only that, but you get paid on a privately issued MasterCard, folks. We get paid every Friday and then once again on the first of the month, man. It's incredible the way this works. Now, look, they're going to give you a MasterCard just for signing up with our company. How about that? No credit check. Nah, they already checked us out. So you good, right? Now, here's the thing, folks. Over 800,000 affiliates worldwide. Excuse me, just getting over the flu and what have you. But nevertheless, folks, this is a complete support system that we're offering you here. It doesn't even cost you anything to get registered. No mandatory monthly fees or expenses or what have you. You can just get started. But here's the thing: 24/7 $1 million software that operates for you at no cost. So all of the gold, all of that stuff, all your back office, keeping track of the monies that you're making, all of that is within your back office. We're not like those other companies that charge you for websites, and then our product is the best money on the globe, right? The best money in the planet. You know, this existed in the Garden of Eden, right? Where they said it's good, right? But here, understand this, folks: 24 karat 999.9 pure gold. It's incredible, you know, what we're able to get offered here. But here's the thing: our payment system. We get paid weekly and monthly payouts, folks. We get paid in euros, which is another tremendous value, right? Because euros are more valuable than the US dollar. I take my debit card down to the local Wawa, folks. I withdraw $20. I come back and go into that multi-million dollar software website that we have, look at my back office, and I see that transaction. I got $20 in my hand, but my account has only been depleted by 17 euros because I made a great decision and I get paid in the monies that are more valuable than the US dollar. Incredible. Not only that, but man, I'm like my great grandparents and I can get paid in gold. You know, there was a time when this wasn't a $50 Federal Reserve note. This was a $50 gold certificate, meaning that it was exchangeable for $50 in gold. So yes, folks, yes, our parents, our great grandparents, they got paid in gold, right? Why shouldn't we? Okay, so we get paid in cash and gold, man. It's this. Oh man, it's just an incredible company. I'm here to tell you, folks. So we're just talking about a complete wealth building system, man. We've got a worldwide market, gigantic, over 7 billion customers, folks. It's just so much that we have to offer. Listen, it's 3 ways to get started, man. Just 3 simple steps, right? Set up your business account, register your account for free, set up your KYC documents. Okay, KYC stands for Know Your Customer. Company just want to know who you are, right? They got to know who they're shipping gold to, and you want to make sure that your gold gets to the right place. Okay, so we just submit a couple of little documents. They take care of that, and then you up and running. So then you go ahead and you set up your carrier pay, and the person that's getting you involved, they'll help you walk you through all of these steps right here, right? And then you're going to acquire gold, okay? And you're going to purchase your multi-pack, okay? And you're going to invest in your own business. This is your startup cost. I don't want to use invest because I'm not a financial advisor, right? But here's the thing, folks. That's what we do. We use cash gold with that. We in the ecosystem, and then you set up your auto exchange. Listen, you want to make your savings automatic, right? When you're exchanging wealth for wealth, when you're exchanging debt for wealth, okay, automatic, automatic. Just set it up, right? And then you invite others to do the same. All right. So here's the thing, folks. 3 type of mindsets prevail after seeing a presentation like this, folks. And we're hoping that you fall into one of those 3. And hopefully it's this top one, folks. And that number 1 says, hey, you know what? You have me at gold. All you had to do was just tell me we were talking about gold and I can get the highest quality gold for the most competitive prices on the planet. I was in. I'm in. Okay. So with that, folks, we're looking for the 1s. We're also looking for the 2s. The 2 is the person that says, hey, I'm excited, but I got some questions. Okay. Get back to the person that shared this information with you. They probably got an expert, a SME, subject matter expert, available to answer any questions that you have. Get those questions answered and just do, and then become a number 1. Get started straight away, right? Now, the 3rd type of person is, hey, you know what? This isn't for me. And we understand this because everything isn't for everybody. As a matter of fact, we're not looking for everybody. We're only looking for folks that are looking to make a change, okay? And here's the thing: This is what you definitely should do. Make a great decision for your family. Set up your free gold savings account. Support the person's business that invited you out and share this information with you. Okay. It doesn't cost you anything. Matter of fact, it costs you not to do this because as long as you holding on to this, you're losing money. Okay. When you put it in here, okay, this is what they call a safe store of value. So it costs you not to do this. Okay. So with that, folks, we're looking for ones, twos, and threes. We certainly appreciate you for getting on board, taking a look at the information. So listen, get back to the person that shared this information with you. Get registered, get your free multi-pack. Come back to these webinars, okay? I do it on Tuesday night at 9. My partner Greg McKay, man, he does a phenomenal job every Thursday night at 9 o'clock. Listen, we do the preaching for you. All you got to do is do the ushering. You usher the folks to the presentation, and guess what? You get to take home the offering. All right. I love the way that works. So make sure you frequent the webinars, the meetings, the conferences, and things of that like, and just plug in and plug your team in, right? So listen, we got a meeting that goes on every Monday in the Maryland marketplace, man. Some of the most incredible affiliates, Rodney Rhodes, Cameron Gamble, Kevin Robertson, and so many others that attend this meeting. You certainly want to make sure that you support that. Listen, we've got a meeting coming up on February 20th. That's my oldest son's birthday, as a matter of fact. Great day. All right. We've got some great folks out here. I told you that Hall of Famer, that gentleman by the name of Ty Best. Here he is. Here's one of our gold director elites, Wesley Thomas. Okay. And so many of the supporters right here. Okay. Linda Spence, Bishop Sutton, and so many others. I hate to I can't mention everybody's name as much as I want to. On the 22nd, we're going to be out in the Augusta area in Evans, Georgia. Okay. And actually, folks, this is going to be a very professional event. We've got Mr. and Mrs. Mike Dalco who are going to be there. And this is free to all guests and affiliates. Okay. So listen, if it's within driving distance, man, come in there a day early, do some prospecting, invite some people out to the meeting. It's going to be very, very, very good time, folks. Look forward to seeing you out there. Not only that, but we got Mr. Best in the Durham area, folks. It's going to be incredible out there with Linda Spence and Dr. Harvey and Pam Brooks and all of the folks out there as well. It's just going to be a phenomenal time, folks. So we got meetings and we got things going on all around the globe. So definitely you want to be a part of this that's going on, folks. And not only that, folks, you've got, Teray Muhammad and Russell Johnson and so many others that are going to be out here in Tampa, Florida, folks. So you definitely want to make sure that you're there as well. So definitely you can see that this is February 29th, folks. We've got events going on for days. Team Union is going to be out in Las Vegas, folks, on this March 7th as well. So anybody that you know out there, folks, you definitely want to go to the unionuniverse.com and get your tickets. Early tickets are $25, 30 at the door. And folks, I'm telling you right now, man, this is what I am excited about right here, man. This Relentless 10, man. That Let's Go Weekend 10 is just going to be off the chain, folks. It's April 2nd through the 4th. Okay, understand this is at the Georgia International Convention Center. I'm telling you, we were wall to wall packed in there. We've got some tremendous trainers. I'll be doing a presentation on Friday night. I'm doing a special training session, man. Make sure you guys sign up for my training class. All that came there last time got a treat, man. They got away. It's just a pleasure to hear back from people that say, hey, I'm using the systems that you taught us and we're having success. So listen, folks, you want to get out there because everybody that's anybody is going to be there. And guess what? Dr. Seitz is going to be there too. So if Dr. Seitz can get there from Germany, I'm trying to tell you, folks, I'm going to be there, and I'm hoping that I'm going to see you there as well. And then, folks, I know this is not a great picture or whatnot, but you can go to the freedomsummit.live and get your free early bird ticket right here for this event, folks. This is at the Maryland Live Casino and Hotels. In Maryland, folks. It's going to be a 2-day event. On the 12th, we're going to be doing an incredible presentation with some of the best presentations that you've ever seen in your life. And then on the 13th, man, it's going to be training all day long, folks. You're going to come away from that event, following Let's Go Weekend. It's just going to be like, repetitious learning there for you, folks. We're excited about all that's going on in the realm of Karatbars. So with that, folks, I appreciate you all. I want to bid you all and wish you God bless you. And I look forward to seeing you all over the top. So with that, we're going to go ahead and end this presentation. Thank you all. God bless and good night.
Outstanding presentation, Mr. Murray. And ladies and gentlemen that are here on goldrocks.info, you got to do everything you can to show some appreciation to Mr. Al Murray. Look, we say it all the time. It cannot be overstated. This gentleman is gifted to present this information. He makes it so simple and so clear until we just definitely need to do all we can to let him know how much we appreciate him fighting the flu and still knocked it absolutely out of the park. I mean, didn't break a sweat. And Mr. Murray, you may or may not know this man, but you're changing lives all over the world. You are literally changing lives. I'm hearing people, they text me, they inbox me, and they say, when is Mr. Murray doing another presentation? So every Tuesday night, Mr. Murray will be here doing this presentation. As a matter of fact, Wealth Builders Worldwide is now sponsoring or presenting Karatbars International 2 times a day. Now, why are we doing that? It's because this information, we're actually behind schedule. We've got to get the word out to as many people around the world as possible. And folks, this is the real deal, okay? Gold went over $1,600 today. And we're talking about gold. Mr. Murray was talking about gold. He said we're a gold company and you can exchange those E-points for physical gold. Why did gold go over 1,600? Why did it do that? Look at that card in Mr. Murray's hand. Look, hold that card up again, Mr. Murray. Look at that card in his hand. 6 grams of gold in one card. 6 times 1. Why did gold go up in value today of all days? The stock market went down. Paper money went down. Real money went up. Why do you think that happened? I'm gonna give you a little hint and a clue that had part to do with it. Look at that, 9 grams of gold. That man's got more gold in his hand than most of the people in the whole world, real money gold. Why did gold go up? Because the coronavirus is scaring the world. It's a pandemic. They're afraid that that pandemic is gonna shock the whole world. So what do people do when they panic? Do they run to paper? No, they don't. And this is what's so amazing about this. If you just pay a little bit of attention, you don't have to pay a lot of attention, just a little. Every time there's any sort of black swan event in the world, it could be Kim Jong-un in North Korea threatening a rocket. They had a false alarm in Hawaii. When Kim Jong-un, they said he had launched a rocket against Hawaii. False alarm, and gold went up 20%. Why would gold go up? Because we intuitively know that gold is real wealth. It's real estate. It's real money. So why wait for a panic to get gold when, as we were talking on today's presentation, Mr. Best doesn't even know how much gold he has. Don't wait until you need the water to dig your well. People sit around talking about they love their job. That's great until your job doesn't love you. Don't wait till you need the water to dig your well. And if we put together a system here where you generate income simply by inviting other people to take a look at that information, this is the place to be. I want to kick this over to Mr. Tybes. We're going to do a quick training, and we'll probably go offline here, Mr. Murray, so you can stop your live stream. But those of you that are on Facebook Live and you see some interest here, someone has shared this on their Facebook page, inbox them and ask them for their link. You don't need to do research to sign up for a free account, just like you didn't do research to sign up for Facebook. It's just as simple. You're a blue dot in the ether. No social security number, no credit card on file, no expense whatsoever to get positioned in a gold savings account. And then referring people starts to generate income. So if that makes sense to you, inbox the person that shared this on their page, let them know you want their link, sign up, it'll take less than 5 minutes, and then meet us at goldrocks.info. All right, thank you, Mr. Murray, again, brother. I'm telling you, you're fighting through that flu, man. You sound great, and you did great. Mr. Ty Best, I want to kick this over to you and for some final words before we go into our training with Gold Director Elite 3, Mr. Rodney Roach. Let's see, I don't have a microphone on Mr. Best. Where, there he is. Mr. Ty Best, can you unmute yourself? There you are.
Look, my audio is coming in real bad. Can you guys hear me okay?
It is choppy. That's weird. It is choppy.
Okay, I was gonna log out and come back in. So anyway, I didn't have anything to add. Brother Murray, you know how I feel about you, man. Your presentation just off the charts as far as I'm concerned, man. It's incredible. I don't know what else to say. Except I'm just excited to be associated with all you guys and the talent that you guys bring to this table and what we're doing and what we got planned for this next 4 months, it's just going to launch us into a whole nother level of momentum. Book your calendars, get to all these events. It's going to be flat out exciting. And during these 2 days, man, I'm running every one late. Mr. Douglas, like every day I commit these 2 days. I'm like, God, just being here. There's something going on all the time. But man, it's exciting. I'm gonna log out, guys. You're gonna log back in. Turn on, let Mr. Rodney Roach say a few words to somebody. I'll log back in and maybe I get better reception. Okay.
Thank you, Mr.
All right, thank you guys very much. Dream big, folks. Dream big, dream big. Bye-bye.
Mr. Murray, see if you can make me host. You can switch me over to host, and I'm gonna try to stream this in our Wealth Builders page. Mr. Roach, you got something good for me tonight, brother?
Anything that Karatbars puts out is always good.
You are so right about it. Give me about 1 minute here, and let's
Sure.
stream over to our Facebook group so that those who are not on live here will get a notification. We want everybody to get this information. So tonight, ladies and gentlemen, our Gold Director Elite 3, Mr. Rodney Roach, the leader of Team Union up there in the DMV, he will be doing a training on our multi-packs. Now, the multi-packs are literally exploding all over the world. People are finally starting to understand how good these multi-packages are. You know, it even took me a while. I like what Mr. Murray said on his training. It even took me a while to really wrap my head around it. Now, I'm an early, I'm a early mover. Like, I shoot and figure it out later. I aim later. And so I jumped in quick, but I still wasn't totally fired up about it. Then Mr. Roach and Mr. Murray start, putting their heads together and putting some slides together. I was like, wait a minute, this thing is fire. So ladies and gentlemen,